If your pockets are always empty, no matter how hard you work, a message written more than 2,000 years ago could change your life forever.
That's the promise of The Richest Man in Babylon, one of the most famous financial books of all time. It doesn't teach formulas or modern theories. Instead, it uses simple parables set in ancient Babylon to reveal truths that still matter today. In this video, I want to share with you the most powerful lessons from this book, but not just as abstract rules. I'll give you real examples and reflections so you can see how to apply them in your own life. If you stay until the end, you'll walk away with a practical roadmap for financial freedom. The story of Arcad. The central figure is Arcad, known as the richest man in Babylon. But he didn't start that way. He began as a poor scribe, struggling like everyone else. People came to him asking, "How did you become so wealthy when you started with nothing?" Arcad explained that wealth is not about luck, nor is it about how much money you make. It's about discipline, about small daily choices that over time transform your future. And then he shared 7 simple rules of wealth, rules that anyone can apply. Let's walk through each of them. Rule 1. Start by filling your purse. The very first rule is to pay yourself first. Arcad's advice was clear. Keep at least 10% of everything you earn. Think about it. If you earn 10 coins, save 1. If you earn 100, keep 10. It sounds simple, but very few people do it. Why? Because they pay everyone else first. The landlord, the bills, the restaurants, and by the time they think about saving, nothing is left. Arcad flips that idea on its head. Pay yourself first. Treat your savings as the most important bill you have. For example, imagine someone earning $2,000 a month. If they saved just $200 each month, at the end of 1 year, they would have $2,400. Not life-changing yet, but here's the key. Over 10 years, without investing, that's $24,000. And if invested wisely, it could easily double or triple. The lesson is simple but life-changing. If you don't start saving, wealth will never begin. Rule 2. Control your expenses. Here comes the second rule. Don't confuse your desires with your needs. Many people believe they don't save because they don't earn enough. But in reality, most people spend everything they have, no matter how their income. Raise your salary, and usually your expenses rise too. Arcad taught that human desires are endless. There will always be new things to buy, new luxuries to chase. The secret is learning to live on less than you earn. Let's be practical. Ask yourself, do I really need that subscription I never use? Am I spending to impress others or because it truly adds value to my life? Could I cook at home instead of eating out every day? By cutting back on small, unnecessary expenses, you create room to save and invest. Remember, wealth doesn't come from what you earn, it comes from what you keep. Rule 3. Make your gold multiply. Saving is just the beginning. If money sits idle, it doesn't grow. That's why Arcad's third rule is, make your money work for you. He compared it to planting a tree. A tree bears fruits, and if you plant the seeds from those fruits, you soon have an orchard. For us today, this means investing. It could be in stocks, bonds, real estate, a small business, or even in learning a skill that increases your earning power. The key is, don't let money sleep. For example, if someone saves $5,000 and invests it with a modest 6% annual return, after 10 years, that money grows to almost $9,000. After 20 years, it's over $16,000 without adding anything else. That's the magic of compounding. Arcad's point is timeless. Money sitting in a jar doesn't make you rich, but money invested wisely becomes a servant that works for you day and night. Rule 4. Guard your wealth from loss. But here's the danger. Many people lose their savings chasing quick riches. That's why the fourth rule is protect your money. Arcad warned against investing blindly or trusting people who promise big returns without risk. He taught, before investing, seek the advice of those experienced in that field. Think of modern times. How many people have lost money in scams, pyramid schemes, or impulsive investments in things they didn't understand? The book reminds us greed and impatience are dangerous. The wise path is to grow wealth steadily, not overnight. As Arcad said, the gold that comes quickly goes the same way. Rule 5. Make your dwelling a profitable investment. In ancient Babylon, this meant owning your own home instead of endlessly paying rent. Owning gave families stability and security. It means starting a side business that turns a hobby into income. The point is to build a foundation that reduces long-term costs and increases security. Imagine paying rent for 30 years. At the end of those 30 years, you own nothing. But if you invest in a home, at the end of those 30 years, you own an asset that may even have grown in value. That's Arcad's wisdom at work. Rule 6. Ensure a future income. Arcad also reminds us to look ahead. Life is uncertain. That's why the 6th rule is prepare for the future. This means saving for retirement, building passive income streams, and protecting your family if something happens to you. In ancient Babylon, it was about setting aside resources for old age. For us, it might mean a retirement account, investments, or even life insurance. Think about it. Wealth isn't just about enjoying today. It's about creating peace of mind for tomorrow. Rule 7. Increase your ability to earn. The final rule may be the most powerful. Invest in yourself. Arcad said that knowledge and skill are the greatest assets of all. If you continually improve your abilities, your income potential will always rise. This could mean learning new skills, getting training, reading books, or finding mentors. The more valuable you make yourself, the more opportunities you'll attract. For example, if you learn a new language, you might unlock better career options. If you study digital marketing, you could start a side business. Every skill becomes a tool to create wealth, bringing it all together. So let's recap the 7 timeless lessons. Save at least 10% of what you earn. Live below your means and control expenses. Invest your savings so they multiply. Protect your money from risky ventures. Build assets that provide stability. Plan for your future and your family's security. Keep learning and growing to increase your earning power. These aren't complicated, they're habits. And when practiced consistently, they lead to financial independence. Why these lessons still matter? Think about it. These rules were written thousands of years ago, yet they're still true today. That's because human nature hasn't changed. We still struggle with overspending, with impatience, with chasing quick wins. But the people who build lasting wealth are the ones who follow these principles. Save, invest, protect, and grow. Wealth isn't built in a day. It's built brick by brick, coin by coin, choice by choice. Final reflection. Arcad's words still ring true. A part of all you earn is yours to keep, and if you keep it, it will grow. The decision is yours. Will you keep working hard only to watch your money disappear? Or will you start small, save, invest, and slowly but surely build the life of abundance you deserve? Remember, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today.